Um, a couple of the organizations that spun off from Seattle Gay Clinic were the Northwest AIDS Foundation, which is now Lifelong AIDS Alliance. That came about when Tom Marcella, who was our volunteer medical director at Seattle Gay Clinic, called a meeting one night of the board members and other volunteers who were interested. I can remember it. We were in the fireplace room of the old Country Doctor firehouse on 15th Avenue, and we just got busy on the blackboard trying to write down all the things that we thought that the community needed that we didn't have in terms of responding to the growing number of people who had AIDS. It was called AIDS by then. It wasn't called HIV yet. We had, by then, probably 20, 25 people fully diagnosed with AIDS, and a lot of people who were sick with what was called AIDS-related complex, who needed services, even though they might not be completely diagnosed with AIDS. So we made a list of the kind of supportive services or information services or referral services or services in helping people access insurance or access Medicaid, et cetera, et cetera. There was no place that could do all of those things and coordinate all those things. So we envisioned this some kind of a nonprofit entity that would be different from Seattle Gay Clinic, because the clinic wasn't really in a position, although we raised money for our own needs, wasn't really in a position to raise money in a big way to provide the kind of services that were needed. And so there was a group of us who began meeting weekly after that first meeting, and under several names of the Northwest AIDS Organizing Committee, a couple other names. And eventually, and Charlie Bryden joined us. Charlie had been one of the leaders in the campaign against Initiative 13 back in the 70s. And he was also the guy that I went to when I was afraid that I might have AIDS. And he was an insurance agent, but he was also one of the elder gay leaders in the community at that point. And I went down to his office one day and said, I want to talk to you about two things, Charlie. I want to learn about disability insurance because maybe I'll need it, and I don't know about this AIDS thing. I think I'm healthy, but I'm not sure. Tell me about disability insurance. And by the way, we're trying to form some kind of organization that could help provide services that don't exist. And Charlie joined us, and that was very important because he had some of the organizational know-how that we needed to figure out how to become a nonprofit.